Hi Renske.
Hi. So you're working with the tool Civinc. Could you tell us more about what is Civinc?
Yes, yes, definitely. Um, Civic is a startup that we founded, and our motto is "Let's make conversation," or in other words, let's create a space for meaningful conversations in the workplace. So Civic, in essence, is a new type of dialogue platform. It's designed to really create that space for conversation, enabling people and culture leaders to actively involve and understand employees on important workplace topics. So that can be diversity and inclusion, a culture transformation, new strategy, you name it. But the novelty of the concept really lies in the fact that we connect perspectives. That's our aim, meaning that we match colleagues with different viewpoints in short chat conversations or speed dates, you could say, so that during a short dialogue session, you can have dozens or hundreds of couples with different views exchanging perspectives on the topic.
Okay, and what is the added value of Civinc?
Yeah, I think the added value lies precisely in the fact that we connect people with different perspectives, because that brings about magic, if you will. I think everyone would agree nowadays that having an engaged workforce is really key to an organization's success. And in order to achieve that, it is essential to actively involve employees, but also understand how they feel. In practice, both issues can be actually very difficult to achieve, especially at a large scale and in a way that's inclusive, that includes everyone. Because if you imagine the regular formats for involving colleagues in the conversation, such as town halls or all hands meetings or thematic events, often it's the usual suspects that dominate the conversation. It's just a few who speak up while the majority remains silent. And the people that remain silent have very valuable opinions to contribute. The format just doesn't invite them to contribute. And of course, everyone can give their opinion in a traditional survey, but that's a one-way street with no interaction. And although surveys can provide valuable insights, they often do not reveal really the underlying stories from employees. So they often raise more questions than they answer. So in response, we've built Civinc, and what we do in essence is create a safe environment for everyone to contribute and engage in conversation with someone who thinks differently. And that leads to very authentic, active conversations because people start to explain to each other how they feel, where the differences in their viewpoints may lie, but also where there may be similarities. And those active conversations are valuable in and of itself. But because we can analyze those conversations, those anonymous conversations with the help of AI, we can also get a better understanding of how people really feel.
Okay, and why is Civinc so important for culture transformation?
Well, I think a culture is really not something that is decided in the boardroom, so to say. A culture is very much alive. Everyone contributes to it on a daily basis. Everyone has an opinion on it, a different point of view. So if there's one topic that can really benefit from connecting those different perspectives, those different experiences, I think it's workplace culture, especially in the context of the transformation when together you're actively shaping the way you want to work together. So with active involvement, active conversations, and a better understanding of how people perceive the culture, as a leader, you're also in a better position to shape the process and to lead it in the desired direction.
Okay, and then lastly, when do you use Civinc?
So Civic is really designed to make it very easy for leaders to kickstart the conversation and to understand the sentiment. So in very practical terms, what you simply need is a group of colleagues available at the same time. So it's often integrated into traditional meeting formats, be it an all hands, a town hall, a thematic event, a workshop. You simply share a code with participants, similar to Mentimeter, Kahoot, those types of apps. everyone logs on individually and they respond to statements. So they give their opinion on the topic. For example, do you think we should transform our organizational culture? Yes or no? Do you think we're being too kind to each other in our organization? Yes or no? And based on those responses, everyone is matched instantly to a partner that has a different perspective. And based on those statements, in couples, dozens, hundreds at the same time, people start exchanging perspectives. So everyone gets a say, everyone gets a fresh point of view. But on an aggregated level, we get an understanding of what different perspectives are out there and how people really feel. And that, yeah, in a matter of minutes instead of months.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Ruben, for telling us more about the use of Civinc.
Thank you, Renske.